Former PlayStation Studios head knew instantly that Sony needed to get Stellar Blade. Do it now. So I seen this article and it was something I wanted to go ahead and get into just because, with all the information that's been coming out with Stellar Blade in regards to the DLC and stuff like that, I figured it was something I can go ahead and do another video on. I did do a video on in regards to the I think it was like Infinite Nikki or Nikkei, however, I'm not sure how to pronounce it exactly. But I figured with this, we can go ahead and just do a little bit more information on it. I thought it was pretty cool just because like I've stated, I've played Stellar Blade. I only beat it once. It is one of those games I do have to kind of go back and restart again. But from when I did play the first playthrough and everything like that, I did enjoy it. I liked it a lot and I thought it was a fun game. And for obvious reasons in regards to the character of Eve, there were other reasons why I enjoyed that game as well. So as far as the game goes, I thought it was really fun. And the fact that Sony kind of saw the potential that it had way back when is something that I thought was actually really cool. So I figured it was something we can go ahead and talk about. So as per usual, I'll go ahead and go over the article and then just get my thoughts as we go along. So the video game industry is a big and complicated place. That's just how it works. You can be developing something truly great, but if you don't have the right publisher to support you, you might not get the attention you feel you deserve. Sometimes you let the game speak for itself, and that was indeed the case with Stellar Blade. You can see why the game is special with just a look. The team behind it, Shift Up, went all out on the game's visuals, its unique world, its stunning protagonist, and its action-packed gameplay system. The team put in a lot of work, and one person that saw that instantly was Shuhei Yoshida. So if I pronounce that wrong, I apologize. But yeah, I really enjoyed Stellar Blade a lot for what it was. Like it said, visuals were really good. The world was pretty crazy. The story was, I'm gonna be honest, the story was a little bit lackluster. For me, part of that I think is the fact that whenever I do play these types of games that are, kind of either Japanese or Korean in this instance, I tend to actually put the voice acting from the original language. So I did play the game in Korean, so that was how I enjoyed the game. But one of the things that kind of happens in that regard is that you kind of do miss some of the storytelling and everything like that if you just do one playthrough like I did. That is another reason why I've been wanting to go back and replay it, just so I can kind of get a little bit more of an understanding of what's going on in the world, kind of check out some of the stuff that I missed, and that way whenever I do a replay of it, I can kind of get some of that more information as to what the main story is about and everything like that. But other than that, the like I said, the visuals were good, the gameplay was fun. It has kind of like that Dark Souls type of feel, which is something that I enjoy whenever I'm playing those types of games. So, if you forgot, Shuhei Yoshida was the former head of PlayStation Studios and was with the Sony indie team for the last few years before he finally left the company. In a chat with Last Stand Media, he revealed that he was asked to go check out Project Eve in the days just before the global pandemic and that he was the one who helped get it signed with Sony, which is pretty crazy considering that it was just one person that kind of gave the up and up to give the green light for it. Really smart on his end, but I'm sure especially back before the pandemic, because you got to think this game came out last year, and if you played this type of game back in like what it had to been like 2019, I'm pretty sure there was, a lot of potential that he was able to see and something that he thought was really going to be good with this game, which is really cool. So the third party relations team that I worked closely with, they looked at Asia, China, Korea as a future growth region in terms of creating games. They looked at what Shift Up started working on, Project Eve, and they really liked it, and they asked me to go visit the studio right before COVID happened to check out the game and play the game and talk with Kim San. I became a fan and promoted the game initially. Come on, this is a great game. Sign it up. And yeah, that is one of the really cool things. Like I said, the fact that he was able to kind of see the potential in it and really kind of go for it, especially with how, like, I don't know exactly where it was at in development, but considering that it didn't come out for like another like what 4 years after that, yeah, I think that's really cool that he was able to kind of see what was going to be really something that worked for them as far as like a Sony being the company that they are. So he wasn't wrong in the slightest. Stellar Blade turned out to be not just a great game, but a good seller on the PS5 as well, getting over 1 million units in under 2 months. Plus, it's built up a bunch of goodwill with fans via the numerous crossovers that it's done with the various franchises, more of which are on the way. And yeah, that is one of the good things because of the fact that I remember before this game came out, a lot of people were talking about it. I actually didn't even hear about this game until I had seen a video on YouTube. Who was it? Endymion, I believe it was. He kind of did it like a little bit of a review and kind of what his thoughts were on the game. And because of him, that was really where I kind of got my first glance at it and was kind of like, all right, well, I think I might want to check this game out. And then obviously the word of mouth after that, a whole bunch of people were just saying how good the game was and how much like people should check it out. So that was really what got me into checking this game out at the end of the day. So to that end, the game will make its PC debut soon, as revealed by the latest state of play. The twist is that the game isn't just getting a port, it's getting even more content added to its story. Could it be teasing a sequel with this new content? You'll just have to play and find out. And that is one of the things, especially with the recent DLC that was announced. It did look like there was going to be a lot more of the story going into it. So that is one of the things that has me pretty hyped and excited to kind of see what's going to be happening, because there is a lot of rumors out there and kind of talks that there is going to be a sequel that's going to be coming out. Probably not soon, but there is something in the horizon, that they are willing to check out in that regard. So regardless, Shift Up owes a great deal to Yoshida, as he knew this game was great, and both Shift Up and Sony profited because of it. And yeah, that's one of the cool things, man. I mean, I'm sure he probably didn't see the like all the controversy that was going to come of this, because of the fact that there were so many people that were, like games journalists and stuff like that were kind of complaining of the fact that, the way that Eve was dressed and everything like that. But good thing he okayed it, man, because at the end of the day, a lot of the gamers were really happy with the design that they decided to go with when it came down to Eve and her character and everything like that. So I thought it looked great personally, and I know a lot of other people out there had really enjoyed the look that she was going to have. And I know there was a lot of games journalists and individuals out there that were complaining, trying to criticize the developers and kind of make comments like, oh, have they never seen a woman before? And then come to find out that they actually modeled Eve's character off of I believe it was a Korean pop star. So just things like that was just really, really smart on his end to kind of look at this game and decide to give it a thumbs up and kind of give it the go ahead to be released. So just wanted to do this video on that, just giving that praise to Stellar Blade, because I do enjoy this game. I thought it was really fun. And yeah, once this DLC comes out, I'm gonna try to see if I can beat it one more time before the DLC comes out. But once it does come out, it'll just give me more of a reason to kind of check it out and see how the game is in regards to the story and everything like that. Like little things that I missed here and there. So something to look forward to. So those are my thoughts on that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Is there any Stellar Blade fans out there, hearing this news? Are you guys really happy that this was the case in regards to them being able to give it the green light such a long time ago, with it being like before the pandemic and all that? So if you guys can let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. If you guys could like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you guys have been watching this long, I really appreciate it. It means a lot. And yeah, until next time, Harmonic out. Peace.